In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and run the script Flubaroo. Flubaroo is a Google script that, when installed, will grade quizzes automatically. So I've already gone ahead and created a form for a quiz, and I've had my students take that quiz, and you can see I have the data collected here in this spreadsheet. So I'm going to need to install the Flubaroo script. To do that, I'm going to go to the Tools menu and Script Gallery. You'll enter a search for Flubaroo, and you'll locate that item in the list. This is the one that we want, and we'll go ahead and click Install. It'll take just a second and it will install. And it will ask you to authorize the app, so we'll go ahead and click Continue. And it is asking for access to these different items. It's okay, so we'll go ahead and click Accept. It will install, and we will go ahead and click Close on this menu here. Now, once you have done that, you will see that you now have a new menu called Flubaroo, and this is where we will go to control this script. So we're going to go ahead and click on Flubaroo, and the first thing we want to do is grade the assignment. It'll take you through some steps, and we're going to answer each question as we go along. Step 1 is selecting the grading option for each of the questions in the assignment. Now, what the script has gone through and done is it's identified the column headings, which were your questions, and it's tried to pick what that particular question is asking. Now, username, it knows it's identifying the student, so we don't want that to be a graded question, so we want to select Identify Student. For questions, it's giving it a point total. You can assign anywhere between 1 and 5 points per question, and you also have the option of skip grading that particular question. So we're going to go ahead and leave our questions worth 1 point each. We'll click Continue. Step 2 in the grading process asks you which submission should be used as the answer key. So when you're using Flubaroo, what you need to do as the teacher, you need to go in with your teacher account and you need to take that quiz one time. And as you take the quiz, obviously you want to select the correct answers. That then becomes the answer key that the script will use to grade the questions against. So we can see here I've used the test teacher account. That's the one that I want to be the answer key, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Click Continue. And it will tell you that Flubaroo is grading your assignment. You'll see some activity happening in the background, and we'll address that here in a minute. It will tell you when the script is done, it's been completed, and it indicates also that students who scored below 70% will appear in red font, so it does give you some feedback as far as that, visual feedback. So we'll go ahead and click View Grades. Now we can see here that we have a second sheet added to our spreadsheet. So here were the student submissions. This is the answers that the students gave. And now, since we ran the script, we have a second sheet called grades. We have a summary, so we can see how many points were possible, the average possible points, how many submissions were graded, and the number of low scoring questions. So it actually goes through and it indicates which question on your quiz had had a large number of low scores, and it kind of points that out to you. You'll also see here that the questions, you'll see which ones got the right answer. If it has a 1 in it, that means the student indicated the correct answer on that question. If it's a 0, that means they did not. So you'll be able to see that information for each of the students, and you can see the total points that they received and their percentage grade. Now this is great information and great feedback for you, the teacher, but Flubaroo also has an option that will allow you to share this information with your students very quickly. So we're going to go up to the Flubaroo menu again, and you can see one option we have here is to email the grades. So we'll go ahead and click Email Grades. This is, we'll email each student their grade, so we want to know which question was the email address question, and it correctly picked username, so we have that one correct. We can include a list of questions and the scores, that box is checked. We can also choose to include an answer key if we want, and we can also include a message. This part is optional, but this would be included in the email that was sent to the students. So for example, if you're going to offer a retake on a quiz or something like that, you might want to indicate that here. We'll go ahead and leave these picked as their defaults, and we'll click Continue. And it'll run the script, and when it is done, it will tell you that how many grades were emailed successfully, and you will also see an X in each column or each row here where the grade was emailed to the student. I've gone ahead and logged into a student email account just so that we can see what the email that we send from Flubaroo looks like. Here is the grade for the Chapter 7 quiz, so we'll go ahead and open that. It tells them at the top the points that they received, and this one also tells the question, the answer, and whether it was correct or incorrect. So this is really great feedback for your students to receive after you use Flubaroo to grade a quiz. If you would need to regrade the quiz for any reason, you can simply go to the Flubaroo menu and select Regrade Assignment. So that is how easy it is to use Flubaroo to grade a Google Form quiz.